I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often.
Back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jatana Ariel, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than the videos that I normally do. Okay, I asked you guys, what is it that you want to see from me on YouTube? And I posted it on Instagram, and a lot of you guys shockingly said like things like self-love and like more talking videos of like life things, and I was like but what caught my eye was definitely self-love. So today we gonna get into some things, okay? And I decided that since a lot of you guys were suggesting like things like talking videos, I'm gonna come up with something where we can interact. Like, you give me something to talk about, I talk about it, and we're gonna start this new thing called Wine Down Wednesday. So I got my wine, and it's a Wednesday, so we gonna get into some things. So wait no further, we gonna jump right, like I always say, into the video. Today's first topic of Wind Down Wednesdays is self-love and like self-care. And I got that a lot in my DM, like, let's talk about self-love, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, because as of recently I just got on my own journey of basically loving myself more and just tending to self. And I know as women we tend to go hard for everyone and kind of neglect ourselves. So I was like, you know what, this is a good topic to speak about. But I was like, yeah, okay, you guys want to know what I think? But yeah, I feel like as women we kind of forget to tend to ourselves, whether it's because we have spouses, kids, school, jobs, things like that. But you know, how you gonna win if you're not right within? What Lauren said, like, you really have to love on yourself and be able to pour into yourself and continuously care for yourself. Give yourself TLC, you know, in a sense, because if you don't, how are you going to be able to do these things? How are you going to be able to pour into the kid? How are you going to be able to pour into the spouse, or whatever it is that you do, you know, whatever makes you neglect yourself? How are you able to do these things if you don't pour into yourself? So I'm learning as I'm on my self-love journey that it's important to put self first. So, you know, with that being said, the first thing that I have on my list of things that I am doing on my self-love journey is I had to know who I am as a person, and you know, just know who I am, be secure in who I am, and be confident in who I am, because this world could really make you forget who the fuck you are, and you could get lost in the sauce. So it's very important knowing yourself and being fully aware of who you are, and where you are as a person, mentally, physically, all of that. Like, know yourself, because no one else will be able to tell you who the fuck you are, because you know who the fuck you are. You are secure and you're confident in who you are. So my first tip is knowing yourself. My second tip would be speak positive about yourself. It's easy to say what you're not doing or who you're not, but speak positive. You have positive qualities. Speak about who you are, where you are, and be confident. That's where we're going to use the confident word. Be confident in what you are amazing at, and highlight those qualities. And whatever else that you are not as good at, you can work on that. So speak positive. The more you speak negative, that's going to be your outcome. And I am a person who believes in manifesting and you know, what you put out into the universe. So if I feel like if you put out positive thoughts and put out positive actions, as well as just speaking it into existence, it'll happen. So if you feel like, you know, you the next best whatever, speak that, hold yourself to that, because that's what you are, period. So always speak positive about yourself. Never, okay, like for instance, you could be, for one of them, I want to lose weight. I'm not gonna sit around and call myself fat. Like, yeah, maybe I think about it, but you know what, I'll say to myself, you'll get to your weight. You'll get to your weight. You're good at the size you are, but you want to get smaller, you will get to your weight. That's you speaking positive into yourself. Like, speak positive, be very secure in who the fuck you are, and be positive about it. Another tip would be patient. Be very patient with yourself, okay? This is one of the main things for me as I am on my self-love journey. I had to learn how to be patient with me. It's okay to restart as many times as you need to, but as long as you remain who you are and keep the goal in mind, you'll be fine. Just really be patient with yourself. You'll get there. Like, no need to rush it. Don't compare yourself to no one. You'll get there. Be patient. Whether it's going through a heartbreak or whatever, be very patient. Take one day at a time. There's no need to rush and say, oh, I need to be there, da 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 da. No, you'll get there. So just be very patient and know that you'll be that motherfucking person that you envision yourself to be. You'll get there. So be patient, take your time, do it, whatever it is that you need to do. You'll get there one way or another. Another tip I have is make sure you prioritize self. Like, make sure you take time for you. Make sure you are a priority. And like I said in the beginning, we tend to forget about ourselves, whether it's because we have school, work, or dealing with kids or whatever. Make sure you are a priority of your day, whether it's you having a moment to yourself outside of the kids, or having a moment of peace outside of just regular things. Do something for yourself, like, seriously. So make sure you are a priority of the day. Like, as well as you're making sure everybody is good, you should make sure you are good during the day, okay, honey? Because if you don't check on you, who gonna check on you? So make sure you prioritize yourself. Make you a priority. It's nothing wrong with that. Which that leads me into my next tip. Don't be afraid to put yourself first. Don't be afraid. It's not selfish. It isn't wrong or anything. Sometimes you need a day to yourself. Sometimes you need a moment to yourself. Sometimes you just need that. Just don't be afraid to put yourself first. Whether it's setting healthy boundaries for you, it's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly okay. And like I said, I am on a self-love journey, and I had to realize that it's okay to put yourself first. Like, you know what, I'm actually not doing it. I'm actually not beat for that. That's okay. That's fine. It's nothing wrong with putting you first, okay? No, you watch the kids or whatever it is. You help out with the kids for a moment. Let me have a moment to myself. Put yourself first, because if no one puts you first, you need to, okay? Another tip is don't be hard on yourself. As women, I feel like, you know, we are very hard on ourselves sometimes. It's like, oh, I'm not where I need to be, or I feel like I could be here, or you know, my homegirl here and I should be there. You know what? You're exactly where you need to be. I tell my friends this all the time. Don't be hard on yourself. Be grateful for where you are. Um, you know, one thing I'm appreciative is the fact that one day I wanted to be in this exact moment. So be appreciative of where you at. Don't be hard on yourself. Be grateful. Take that in, live in the moment, and be satisfied where you at, because that one day before you wanted to be in this moment, you know. So whether it's you're not exactly where you at, but be appreciative of where you are currently. It may not be exactly where you need to be, but it's a step closer, you know. So don't be hard on yourself. You just say to yourself, you know what, I'm happy that I'm here. What is okay, it's not the apartment I want, but I got an apartment. Someone somewhere don't have one. It's not the car that I want, but I have the car. Somewhere, some way, somebody your age at that very moment of you don't have it. So just don't be hard on yourself. Be grateful and be honored that you're in that moment. Which leads me to, no one is perfect. We are all humans. I am a human. Make that mistake, mess up, it's okay. Like, I remember feeling like I didn't have a chance to mess up, because if you know me, then you know what I've been through, you know. So I feel like I didn't have room for mistake or error or things like that. Like, I've been counting out a long time ago, okay? Statistically, I ain't supposed to be where I'm at, but I'm grateful. So you know what? It's okay to fail. It's okay to make that mistake. Go for it. It's either going to go one or two ways. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Make that mistake. You go to school, you don't like it, so what? You start a business, it fell, so what? You know what you can say? You tried, you did it, you actually tried it. A lot of us don't get far because we are scared. Scared of what? Scared of something that didn't happen yet? Don't worry, I'll wait. Exactly. You can't be afraid of the unknown. You can't be, because that's gonna hold you. It's gonna hold you for real. Which, that leads me into another thing. Do something for you, okay? I struggle with this. Like, I want to get everything done for other people. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make sure everybody else is good. Do something for you, whether it's a self-day, self-care, what makes you feel happy. If it's getting your nails done, getting your feet done, getting your hair done, go do that. Because one thing about us ladies, when we feel good, first of all, we feel good when we look good. So whether it's going to get them eyebrows done, eyelashes, nails, toes, or anything done, one thing about it, two things for sure, if we look good, we feel good. I don't know, it's something about when I get my nails done and my toes done, that bitch automatically activated. Is it just me or what? I don't know. So don't be afraid to do something for you. Have that self-care day. Spend that money to get whatever it is. Get that wax, okay? Because that bald shall make you feel good, okay? So have that day for yourself. Do something for you, whether it's walking in the park, I don't know, whether it's getting your hair done, walking in the park, doing something. As long as it make you feel good, do it. I don't care if it's sitting down with the kids reading a book. If it makes you feel fucking good, fucking do it, period. Like, do something for you. I don't give a fuck if it's taking a nap. Do it. Fucking do it, period. just period. But it's important for you to do something for you, regardless of what it is, whether it is a massage day, a spa day, taking yourself on a date. It's okay. And I'm learning that being away from my friends kind of got me out of my comfort zone, where it's like, you gotta do something by yourself, and just like being in like a relationship and things like that, it's like I don't really have to do these things by myself. But self dates is okay. Being able to go outside by yourself or treat yourself to an amazing dinner, do it. Do it. Whatever it is that you want to do or make you feel good, do it. Go get that drink by yourself. Go walk in that park by yourself. Go do whatever it is that you want to do, and it makes you feel good on the inside. Listen, whatever it is, go fucking do it. Period. The next tip is taking mental breaks. It's okay to detach yourself from the world. Don't feel guilty about it. If you don't want to text your friend back, don't text it back. And I appreciate my friends because they understand. I don't want to talk to you every day. I don't want to speak about what's going on with me every day. I don't want to discuss it, and I appreciate that. And don't feel guilty for taking a mental break. It's okay. And mental break goes hand in hand with social media break. Sometimes we gotta detach from social media because that shit will make you feel like I'm supposed to be here or whatever the case may be. No. Detach from social media. Detach from that shade room or whatever else it is that you are addicted to. Scrolling for hours. I know firsthand, I am a person who likes to scroll. I will scroll on some TikTok for hours and forget that I'm even sitting at a table, So it's okay. I've deleted, during my self-love journey, I've deleted Instagram quite a few times and just detached for a couple weeks or whatever the case may be. Like, go read a book, go do something else. It's a world outside of social media. So take those much needed breaks, whether it's mentally or social media or whatever. Take those breaks as you go. And that goes hand in hand with creating new habits and leaving old ones. Like I said, I like to scroll. I will scroll on TikTok. I will scroll on Shade Room, laugh, cut up. But one of the habits that I wanted to get over is scrolling. So I started reading books. So one of my goals is to read a complete book, every month. Like, finish it. And I know it seems easy, but it's hard trying to fit that into my schedule. Being able to work full-time and whatever the case may be, run a business and tend to self and read a book. So it may seem small to you, but it's big to me. So that's me creating new habits and trying to become a better me, getting more knowledge from books, starting new habits. Instead of scrolling and looking at the latest celebrity or the latest drama, I'm enhancing my knowledge on different things, or I'm reading books. It's fundamental. Like, I haven't picked up a book since high school, but as of this year, I've been reading more and just let go unhealthy habits and gain new ones, whether it's meditating in the morning or going to the gym, things like that. Create new habits for yourself and let go of old ones. Instead of sitting on that couch eating those snacks, get up and go to the gym. Whatever it is that may be an unhealthy habit, let it fucking go and go get you some new ones. Period. There's nothing wrong with that. And we all have to learn and we all have to grow. So let it go. Create you some new fucking habits. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm a Taurus. I'm stuck in my ways. I love what I love, but and it may be hard for me to do it, but I've been pushing myself as I go through my self-love journey, to do more of what I love, or what I'm interested in, or what I'm not interested in as well. Just get out of that comfort zone and push yourself to do better or be better for yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. Tip is setting goals and just doing it, you know. A lot of times we procrastinate or we second guess ourselves, like, you know what, I think I'm gonna fail or whatever. No, just set that goal and do it. You don't know if you're gonna fail unless you try it. One of our worst nightmares is ourselves. One of our some of our what is the word I'm looking for? Some of our worst enemies is ourselves. We do not a lot of us do not do things because we tell ourselves, you know what, I'm gonna fail or whatever the case may be. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Whatever it is, do it. Go start that business, go write that book, whatever it is. You are your own worst enemy. So don't do that to yourself. Don't get yourself into that mode like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it. You can do whatever it is that you set your fucking mind to. And that's what I learned. I started the business. It might have not went how I wanted it to go, but it exceeded what I thought it would. And for that, for me just trying and to do it, just do it. What's the worst that you can do? Fail? So you live to see another day. Get back on and just do it and figure it out. Okay, why did I fail? Exactly. Set them goals and just do it. Another goal is just, needless to say, just make sure you are your first priority. Make sure you are taking care of you before you pour into anyone else. Because if no one else is gonna pour into you, you should pour into yourself. We tend to just care about everything that is around us and everyone that's around us, and sometimes we just neglect ourselves. No more of that. And as I've been on my self-love journey, I'm starting to realize that I have to pour more into myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have to feel guilty of doing that, and it feels better. Like, it feels great. Say no if you have to. It's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. And I'm a person who's a giver. I give. But as of this year, I realized, like, that could be your only downfall. Giving and giving, and then when you need, you can pour your cup into everyone else's cup. But then when you're halfway full, who's gonna fill you up, baby? No one. So you have to be that person for yourself. So that's why self-love is very important for me, because I'm learning that, you know, I have to make sure I'm okay before I make sure everyone else is okay. And especially in relationships, like things like relationships, you have to know, you have to love yourself before you can allow someone else to love you. That's the word, okay? You have to love yourself before another person love you. You know why? Because, and I'm guilty of this, I will tell you, you will expect someone to love you more and more, and you shouldn't. Whatever someone gives you is just secondary. You should love yourself more than anything, and don't expect someone to love you more than you love yourself. And as I grow on my self-love journey, I realized that I can't expect nobody to give me more than I'm giving myself. If I'm neglecting myself, why am I expecting someone not to neglect me. You get what I'm saying? So it starts with me, and it starts with you. So make sure you are taking care of you, and everything else will follow, and life will be better. But you gotta get you right first, though. You have to get you right. You have to make sure you good on everything, straight across the board. Okay, mentally, physically, emotionally, make sure you are good. I know that it's hard sometimes because it's not just about you, it's about the kid, it's about, the family or whatever. Do it for you though. Make sure you are straight. So I think this topic was very good, honestly. Like, I've never imagined like speaking about like self-love as well, because I'm just going on a journey, and I realized that I neglect myself, and I'm human, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm in my 20s. I'm starting to learn who I am, what I like. I'm starting to set healthy boundaries with myself, with the people around me, just becoming a better me. And as I realize that, as I'm on my self-love journey, it's like, it's very important to pour into yourself, because you can lose yourself. You could really fucking lose yourself. And let me just say, it's not cool at all. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to comment, like, and share this video. Tell me what you guys want to know in the next, or what you guys want to discuss in the next Wind Down Wednesday. What it is. What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. I'm a little tipsy, guys. But yeah, like, what is it that you guys want to see from me next? I enjoyed doing this video, and make sure you take care of your motherfucking selves, okay? Because it's important. Self-love. Take care of you. That's the word of this week. Take care of you. Make sure you right. Like I said, what Lauren say, how you gonna win when you not right within? And on that note, we gonna end it on that. I'll see you guys next week on another Wind Down Wednesdays. Bye.